Imagine waking up tomorrow morning and being told that this house, the one filled with your memories, your photographs, your favorite chair, the kitchen where you've prepared thousands of meals, will no longer be your home. Imagine being told that because you're getting older, because climbing stairs is harder, because you need a little help now and then, the next chapter of your life must be spent somewhere else. For many older adults, this isn't just a fear, it's a reality. Every year, thousands of seniors move into nursing homes believing they have no other choice. Some thrive, but many discover something they never expected. What they lose isn't just a house. They lose routines. They lose independence. They lose a sense of control over their own lives. What if there were better options? What if the decision wasn't simply live alone or move into a nursing home? What if there were alternatives that could help you stay safer, happier, more connected, and more independent for years longer than you thought possible? Today's discussion may completely change the way you think about aging, retirement, and long-term care. By the end, you'll discover practical solutions that many families overlook, mistakes that can lead to unnecessary institutionalization, and one powerful strategy that experts believe can dramatically improve quality of life in later years. And make sure you stay until the end, because the final recommendation may be the most important decision you or your loved ones ever make about aging with dignity, freedom, and purpose. One of the greatest fears many people have about aging is losing their independence. Yet what most families don't realize is that independence is not something that disappears overnight. It is often surrendered little by little, sometimes long before it is truly necessary. A person may stop driving, stop shopping, stop preparing meals, or stop making decisions for themselves, not because they are incapable, but because others assume it would be easier or safer. Over time, these small changes can create a powerful feeling of dependence that affects both physical and emotional health. Research has consistently shown that having a sense of control over daily life is closely linked to better health outcomes in older adults. When people continue making choices, solving problems, and participating in meaningful activities, they tend to remain more active, engaged, and confident. On the other hand, when every decision is made for them, they may begin to feel less motivated, less capable, and less connected to the world around them. This loss of purpose can have surprising consequences. Seniors who no longer feel needed or involved often become less physically active, which can contribute to muscle weakness, balance problems, and a greater risk of falls. Emotional well-being may also suffer, increasing feelings of loneliness, anxiety, and depression. Even cognitive health can be affected when daily challenges and responsibilities disappear. That is why the goal should never be simply keeping an older adult safe. Safety matters, but so does dignity. So does autonomy. So does the ability to wake up each morning with a reason to get dressed, make plans, and contribute in some way. The healthiest aging often occurs when support is added only where it is truly needed, while preserving as much independence as possible, allowing older adults to remain active, participants in their own lives rather than passive observers of them. For many people, the moment they begin struggling with certain daily tasks, the conversation quickly turns to nursing homes. Families worry about safety, medication management, meals, and the possibility of emergencies. While these concerns are understandable, moving out of a familiar home is not always the only answer. In fact, one of the most effective alternatives is often right where the person already lives. With the right support system, many older adults can continue living at home safely, comfortably, and independently for years. Aging at home offers benefits that are difficult to replace. Familiar surroundings provide comfort, stability, and a strong sense of identity. The neighborhood, the nearby stores, the favorite chair by the window, and even simple daily routines help create emotional security. These familiar elements can reduce stress and support mental well-being, especially during later stages of life, when major changes become more difficult to adapt to. Modern support services have made aging at home more practical than ever before. Home health aides can assist with bathing, dressing, meal preparation, and medication reminders. Family members can share responsibilities and create schedules that prevent one person from carrying the entire burden. Community organizations often provide transportation, wellness checks, meal delivery, and social activities that help seniors stay connected and active. Technology has also transformed home care. Medical alert systems, fall detection devices, video calls, medication dispensers, and remote health monitoring tools can provide an additional layer of safety while allowing older adults to maintain their independence. These resources can help families feel reassured without requiring a complete loss of freedom for their loved one. The goal is not to do everything for an older adult. The goal is to provide assistance where necessary, while encouraging them to continue doing what they are capable of doing. When support is carefully matched to actual needs, home can remain a place of comfort, purpose, security, and personal freedom far longer than many people imagine. One of the biggest myths about aging is that the only choices are living completely alone or moving into a nursing home. In reality, a growing number of older adults are discovering a third option that offers both support and independence: shared senior living. Across the world, seniors are choosing to live with trusted companions, friends, relatives, or in specially designed communities where they can maintain their privacy while benefiting from daily social interaction and mutual support. The appeal of shared living goes far beyond reducing expenses, although financial savings can certainly be significant. What many older adults value most is companionship. Having someone nearby to share meals, conversations, and everyday experiences can make a tremendous difference in emotional well-being. Simple interactions throughout the day help reduce feelings of isolation and create a sense of belonging that many people miss when living alone. Shared living arrangements can take many forms. Some seniors move in with adult children or relatives, creating multi-generational households where support flows in both directions. Others choose to share homes with friends who are facing similar life circumstances. Newer senior co-living communities are also becoming increasingly popular, offering private living spaces combined with common areas for dining, recreation, and social activities. These environments allow residents to maintain independence while still having access to companionship and assistance when needed. There are also practical advantages. Housemates can help monitor each other's well-being, notice changes in health, assist during minor emergencies, and provide reassurance to family members. Daily responsibilities such as cooking, shopping, transportation, and household maintenance can be shared, making life easier and less stressful for everyone involved. Human beings are naturally social creatures, and that need for connection does not disappear with age. In many cases, the presence of caring companions can improve quality of life more than any building or facility ever could. Shared senior living offers a balance between freedom and support, helping older adults remain active, connected, engaged, and confident as they navigate the outer years of life. Many people worry about diseases such as heart problems, cancer, or memory loss as they grow older. But there is another threat that often receives far less attention: loneliness. Unlike many medical conditions, loneliness can quietly develop over months or years without obvious warning signs. A person may appear fine on the surface, yet spend most of their days without meaningful conversation, companionship, or social engagement. Over time, this isolation can have a profound impact on both physical and mental health. Studies have shown that chronic loneliness is associated with higher rates of depression, anxiety, sleep disturbances, cognitive decline, and even cardiovascular disease. When individuals become socially disconnected, they are often less likely to stay physically active, eat nutritious meals, follow medical recommendations, or seek help when health concerns arise. The result can be a gradual decline that affects nearly every aspect of daily life. What makes loneliness particularly dangerous is that it can occur even when other needs are being met. A senior may have a safe home, regular meals, and access to health care, yet still experience a deep sense of emptiness if meaningful relationships are missing. Human beings thrive on connection. Conversations, shared experiences, laughter, and emotional support are not luxuries. They are essential components of well-being. Fortunately, loneliness is not an unavoidable part of aging. Small actions can make a remarkable difference. Regular visits with family members, participation in community groups, volunteer activities, religious organizations, hobby clubs, and exercise classes can all help strengthen social connections. Technology can also play a valuable role by allowing older adults to stay in touch through video calls, online communities, and virtual gatherings when in-person interaction is difficult. The goal is not simply to fill time, but to create genuine relationships and meaningful engagement. A strong social network provides emotional support, encouragement, and a sense of purpose that enriches everyday life. In many cases, maintaining these connections can be just as important to long-term health and happiness as proper nutrition, physical activity, and medical care. One of the most common reasons older adults suddenly move into nursing homes is not because they plan to, but because a crisis forced the decision. A fall, a hospitalization, a sudden illness, or the loss of a spouse can quickly change a person's ability to manage daily life. When families have not prepared in advance, they are often left making major decisions under stress, fear, and time pressure. Unfortunately, choices made during a crisis are not always the choices that best support long-term well-being. Creating a safety net before problems arise can make an enormous difference. Preparation begins with honest conversations about future needs, preferences, and concerns. Many families avoid these discussions because they feel uncomfortable, but delaying them often creates greater difficulties later. Understanding where a person would like to live, what type of assistance they would accept, and who can provide support allows everyone to make informed decisions before an emergency occurs. A strong safety net also includes practical planning. Important medical information, medication lists, emergency contacts, legal documents, and financial records should be organized and easily accessible. Homes can be evaluated for potential hazards with simple modifications such as improved lighting, grab bars, handrails, and fall prevention measures helping reduce risks. Transportation plans, meal support, and healthcare coordination should also be considered before they become urgent necessities. Family members, friends, neighbors, and community resources can all play valuable roles in a support network. No single person should be expected to handle every responsibility alone. When responsibilities are shared, the burden becomes lighter and support becomes more reliable. Even small contributions from several people can create a powerful system of care. Perhaps most importantly, planning ahead provides peace of mind. Older adults gain confidence knowing that help is available if needed, while family members feel reassured that clear plans are already in place. Instead of reacting to emergencies with panic and uncertainty, everyone can focus on maintaining independence, preserving dignity, and making thoughtful decisions that reflect the individual's wishes and values. When people think about long-term care, they often imagine only two possibilities: continuing to live alone or moving into a nursing home. Yet one of the most effective alternatives is something many families never seriously consider: a customized support system built around the individual's unique needs. Rather than forcing a person to fit into a particular living arrangement, this approach brings together the right combination of services, relationships, and resources to help them maintain the highest possible quality of life. Every older adult faces different challenges. One person may need help with transportation and grocery shopping, while another may require assistance with medications or household tasks. Some may struggle primarily with loneliness, while others need occasional physical support. Because needs vary so widely, a one-size-fits-all solution rarely provides the best outcome. A customized support system allows families to address specific concerns without unnecessarily sacrificing independence. This approach often combines several layers of assistance. Family members may handle certain responsibilities, professional caregivers may provide specialized support, community programs can offer social opportunities, and technology can help monitor safety and health. Together, these resources create a network that adapts as circumstances change. Support can be increased when challenges arise, and reduced when greater independence is possible. One of the greatest advantages of a personalized system is flexibility. Instead of uprooting an older adult from familiar surroundings, support is brought to them. They can continue enjoying their routines, maintaining relationships, and participating in activities that give life meaning. This continuity often contributes to better emotional well-being and a stronger sense of identity. Families also benefit from a customized approach because responsibilities become more manageable. Care does not fall entirely on one person, reducing stress and helping prevent caregiver burnout. Everyone involved can contribute according to their abilities and availability. Aging with dignity is not simply about where a person lives. It is about preserving choice, purpose, connection, and self-respect. When support is tailored to the individual rather than the institution, older adults are often able to enjoy greater freedom, stronger relationships, improved well-being, and a more fulfilling life in their later years. Here is the final conclusion for your speech. As we come to the end of today's discussion, remember this: needing help does not mean giving up your independence, your dignity, or your right to choose how you live. Too often, people believe that once living alone becomes difficult, a nursing home is the only path forward. But as we've explored today, there are many alternatives that can provide safety, companionship, support, and purpose while allowing older adults to maintain control over their lives. We've talked about the importance of preserving independence for as long as possible, the benefits of aging at home with the right support, the growing success of shared senior living, the serious health risks of loneliness, the value of creating a safety net before a crisis occurs, and the power of building a personalized care system that adapts to individual needs. Together, these strategies offer a different vision of aging, one centered on freedom, connection, and quality of life. The truth is that successful aging is not measured by how much help you need. It is measured by how well your environment supports your physical health, emotional well-being, and sense of purpose. The goal is not simply to live longer. The goal is to live better. If you are planning for yourself, start having these conversations now. If you are caring for a parent, grandparent, or loved one, remember that the best solutions are often the ones that respect their wishes while providing the support they truly need. Small decisions made today can prevent difficult choices tomorrow. No matter your age, one message should stay with you. Growing older does not mean losing your value, your voice, or your ability to live a meaningful life. With the right support, the right planning, and the right people around you, the later years can be filled with purpose, connection, independence, and joy. Thank you for watching, and if this message helped you see aging in a new way, share it with someone who may need to hear it today.